Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Draw Something. My name is Andy, and this is my stream I do every week at this time on Wednesday evenings. Tonight I'm going to do something a little different though. Typically, I draw by request. I just take requests in the comments or the chat. I'm on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube tonight, like usual. But tonight I'm going to do something a little different here, because tonight is a theme week. I'm doing a theme week this week. And the theme that I'm going with is song titles. So what I'm going to be doing is just making drawings based on song titles. So let me go ahead and bring up the multi-view here. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to start off with a rather underrated 80s tune that I don't feel like gets enough attention, that being from a-ha, most famously known for Take On Me. Here's one of their other hit singles, The Sun Always Shines on TV. And that's the one I'm going to be starting off with tonight. If you have any song titles you want to drop in the chat, please do so, and I will see if I can make a drawing out of it. So let me go ahead and start on this here. So I'm thinking, I'm guessing in the actual song they're implying that the sun is shining on the TV, whatever show is playing on the TV. I'm gonna go a slightly different direction. I'm gonna have it so the sun is shining directly on this television set who is sick of being in the heat. So we go ahead and draw our overheated TV here. Speaking of overheated, where I am in the Tri-Cities, Washington, it is currently 103 degrees outside. That's why I'm very happy to be in here where it's air conditioned. Do not want to be out there right now. Gonna kind of draw its legs kind of wobbly because he's just not having the time of his life right now. This big old sun is kind of ruining his day, unfortunately. Does, you know, kind of go to show that you can't have too much of a good thing. You think, you know, you should always have sunshine. You should always, sunshine is great. Sunshine is happiness. And you need vitamin D, and you can get vitamin D from the sun shining. But then you have a triple-digit heat wave, and suddenly you want to hide inside and never walk outside ever again. Did I say hide outside? I meant hide inside. And yeah, I think this TV definitely wants to do that. Let me go ahead and finish drawing him here. Hey, Pingu Nerd on Twitch. I'm actually doing exclusively song titles tonight. So if you if you have a favorite song that you want to drop the title of in the chat, I can make a drawing based on that song title. Alright, so I'm going to start drawing the TV's face here. He's none too happy about the situation. He's sweating, as you can see. Then I got the big old sun here, shining all its happy light rays. But again, as I said, moderation is everything. Gonna kind of make the sun look a little more demented. Like, he kind of knows what he's doing. He knows he's making this TV suffer. It's a little unsettling. Alright, so we got the TV here giving the sun some grief, speaking his mind. Would you leave me alone for once? Because, yeah, I mean, he's really struggling here with this intense heat here. Let me go ahead and draw some sweat coming on the other side of his face. Yeah, oof. Oh, Pingu Nerd, Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. Sure, let me add that to my list. I'll get onto that as soon as I'm done with this drawing, which will be pretty soon. I think I've pretty much got it finished. Let me get my list up. Should have done that before my stream. Oops! Alright, so let me see. Pingu Nerd, 24584. Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. Alright. Alright, I got that on the list, Pingu Nerd. I will get to it soon. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this good. Just keep it nice and simple, but you get the basic idea. Sun's miserably suffering under the sun's intense heat. The sun seems to be having way too much fun doing this to him. I'll just go ahead and date it and initial it as I do. And I'll go ahead and bring up the full screen view of it. There we go. Yep, sun always shines on TV. Always. Never anywhere else. Ever. It'd be good if it could, you know, maybe like just move away for a second or two, but nope, it always shines on the TV. Sorry, buddy. Hang in there. Alright, so for Pingu Nerd 24584 on Twitch, we have the song by, let me make sure I pronounce this right, Selena Quintanilla or Quintanilla. I don't know what I'm not exactly sure what the pronunciation is, but her song, Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. I'll see if I can make something out of that. Yeah, alright. Alright, Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. So... Alright, I think I got an idea here. So I'm gonna have a couple of hold on a second, I'm gonna move this thing over. I'm gonna have some creatures that are called beadies. Gonna be like little spider-like creatures that have BD, the letters B and D plastered on their chests. And in appropriate fashion, I'm gonna have some bombs being lobbed at them and them running away in panic. Beady beady, bomb bomb. Alright, let me go ahead and start tracing this over here. So yeah, kind of spider-like creatures. But I'm going to go ahead and give them some horns on top of that, just for the heck of it. Not necessarily devil horns, more like ram horns or sheep horns, something like that. I guess they actually do kind of look more like devil horns from the shape, though. Let me go ahead and rub my eraser off, clean it up here. I'll go ahead and erase this and try again. Alright, there we go. That's a little more like a sheep horn or a ram horn. When it's pointing straight up like that, it does look more like a devil horn than anything, and that's not quite what I want. They're not demons. They're perfectly innocent little creatures. They're just running in fear because they're being attacked by some bombs. That being B-O-M, not B-O-M-B, B-O-M. Hey, Maria on YouTube has a request for Year 3000. I'm assuming that's the Jonas Brothers song. That was a favorite of mine back in middle school. Let me go ahead and add that to my list. Alright, there we go, Maria. I will have that going for you as soon as I finish with Pingu Dude's request. Or Pingu Nerd's request, sorry. Alright. So yeah, right now I'm still working on the beaties, which, speaking of which, let me go ahead and give them their stamps of honor. There we go, BD, BD. Nope. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so they're running away, the two BDs, from some pretty crazy looking. It's not that crazy looking. Let me see here. Go ahead and write its name on there first. Bomb. And then I'll go ahead and give them some evil eyes. Some really evil eyes. There we go. And of course, gotta have the fuse lit on both of the bombs. Hey, DJ Glenn McBride, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing something a little different here. I'm making drawings based on song titles. Currently, I'm working on a song that I'm not familiar with, but is apparently Beady Beady Bomb Bomb by the artist Selena Quintanilla. Quintanilla, again, I'm not 100% sure about the pronunciation. But yeah, the song is Beady Beady Bomb Bomb, so I've created a couple of creatures named Beadies that are running away in terror from a couple of bombs. Again, that being B-O-M, not B-O-M-B. It's gotta match the song. And motion lines are a little off there. Let me go ahead and reposition those. Glenn McBride, yes, exactly. They are diet bombs. No sugar. They are extra spicy. They have this really weak artificial sweetener in there that's not very effective. They're worse than regular bombs. All right, I think that'll do it. Yeah, there we go. So let me see. That was for Pingu Nerd. $24,584 on Twitch. I'll go ahead and date it and initial it. And I'll go ahead and bring up the full view so you can get a closer look at it. And looks like something went wrong here. Hold on. There we go. Was missing the song title. Hey, Rose Rebel, how are you doing tonight? Here we go. Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. Got two beaties running away from some bombs. As Glenn McBride in the chat posted out, they're diet bombs. They have no sugar, but they have a replacement sweetener that's artificial and isn't doing much to take the edge off of their spiciness. So when they blow up, it's gonna be ugly. And if I was better at doing my transitions, that would probably be good. Let's go back to the regular multi-view. There we go. Rose Rebel, if you want to make a request, I'm just doing drawings based on song titles tonight. It's really fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. Glenn McBride, also, if you have a song title you want to drop in, I might just go ahead and start another one of my own. I started with, oh, Glenn McBride has a good one. Purple Rain. Classic. Since I'm doing this in black and white, I'm gonna have to get a little creative with how I do this. Hold on here, let me go ahead and do something here. Just replace the song title. Yeah, I'll have to get kind of creative with how I'm going to represent the color purple without actually having color. But, you know what? It's always good to challenge yourself. So, let me see here. Purple Rain, Purple Rain, Purple Rain, Purple Rain. Hey, Art Vandalay on Twitch. Haven't seen you in a long time. I will take that request and add it to my list. Thank you. Alright. Dance Monkey. There we go. Alright. Glenn McBride on Twitch has given me a challenging one here. Oh, very nice. I will get to it very soon. Just gotta figure out how to do Purple Rain. Oh boy. I mean, the idea that's popping in my head right now is like having red and blue rain combining into purple rain. But at that point, I might as well just write the words purple on the on the raindrops. Oh boy, this is a really tough one. Boy. Yeah. Oof. Okay, Glenn McBride, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next request on my list and see if I can come back to this one later. Because you picked a real tough one for me. Alright, so for Art Vandalay on Twitch, he requested Dance Monkey for his daughter. So I'll go ahead and change the title here. There we go. Alright, so Dance Monkey. Go ahead and have a monkey that is dancing. Pretty basic. I do want to add some more to it though. I like adding little embellishments to make the drawing more than just, you know, the basic subject. But first, let me go ahead and start drawing the monkey. Oh, and you know what? I just got an idea. So the music video for Dance Monkey is, I gotta be honest, probably one of my favorite music videos I've seen in the last 5 years, at least. It's Tones and I, the singer of the song, and a bunch of other extras, I'm assuming, dressed up as old men and going golfing and driving around their car, just, you know, jamming to tunes, and they're just all dressed as old men, and it's freaking hilarious. I love it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make this monkey an old man too. Seriously, if you haven't seen the video for Dance Monkey, definitely look it up. It's hilarious. Hey, Carlos on YouTube. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you here. Thanks for watching. Right now I'm doing a drawing based on the song titled Dance Monkey. Alright, so I'm giving him a beard. 'Cause he old. I'm gonna see if I can do like kind of a plaid or at least checkerboard pattern on his hat here. There we go. I'm going to have him sticking his arm up in the air here, Saturday Night Fever John Travolta style. And his other hand, I'm going to just continue with taking inspiration from the video and have him holding a golf club. Let me do this here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so to all those watching, if you have a song title or a favorite song, drop the title of it in the chat or on in the comments if you're on Facebook, and I'll add it to my list and I'll try and make a drawing out of it. I've had a couple of really good ones so far. One that I I'm currently stumped by and can't figure out how to visualize or turn into a drawing. Hopefully I'll come back to it later and have a better idea. But yeah, right now this is Dance Monkey. Alright, go ahead and have him hitting the golf ball. Let me see here. Then we have a couple of spotlights shining on him because he's the star of the show. Alright, there we go. I think that'll do it. Alright, so for Art Vandelay, more specifically Art Vandelay's daughter, here is Dance Monkey. Go ahead and date it, initial it. Then I'll go ahead and move on over, transition over to my larger view for the drawing. There we go. We got a dancing monkey who's also an old man. And he's playing golf like in the video. Got a couple of spotlights here. Go ahead and add a little more detail to those. And yeah, there we go. And Art Vandelay, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad, does your daughter like it? Let me know. Alright, so... Art Vandelay, that's awesome. I'm glad. Alright, so... Still got Purple Rain sitting here on my list. I still got to figure out how I'm going to visualize that. Let me see here. Da, 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 da. Alright, can I go ahead and replace the title? Alright. Okay, so for Glenn McBride on Twitch, I'm going to try and draw Purple Rain. Okay, I got a good one. I got a good one. So I'm going to draw a couple of clouds. Yeah, a couple clouds here that are, I'm gonna say they're kind of falling in love here. Nah, hold on. No, I don't like that. Let me erase that. Thank you, Rose Rebel. Really appreciate it. Don't be shy. Go ahead and drop your favorite song title into the chat, and I'll try to make a drawing out of it. Alright, hold on. Been a little conflicted on how I want to draw the eyes. I think I got it figured out now. Alright, there we go. So we got a girl cloud here, and we got a boy cloud here. And When you know it, the boy cloud is blue and the girl cloud is red. And upon combining, they create, wait for it, purple rain. Or, you know, well, it's not really purple that you can see because just drawing it on paper here. When I do colorize it eventually, this rain will be purple. Oh, and of course, I gotta do this. Let me go ahead and expand the space here a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and try and fit in something that I think is relevant to the song at hand. I'm going to add in the Prince symbol. That weirdo symbol that he changed his name to for a couple years. At least his stage name. But I think Prince was also his stage name. I'm no expert. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do his symbol and put it right here where the purple rain is coming out, where the red cloud and blue cloud are meeting. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, and Rose Rebel totally knows what's up. Those are awesome emotes. And I think that's going to do it. I'm just keeping it fairly simple here, but still trying to, you know, kind of take a creative spin on these titles. Once again, if you're watching, by all means, drop a song title in the chat. Just your favorite song, just drop the title right there in the chat. Alright, 714, maybe. Alright, there we go. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view of the drawing. So yeah, we got two clouds in love. They're coming together. One's blue, one's red. And together they create the masterpiece, the cinematic and musical masterpiece that is Purple Rain. Complete with Prince riding on a moped. Alright, thank you Glenn McBride for the awesome request. I will now try and think of what song I'm going to turn into a drawing next. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go with another 80s classic that I'm quite fond of. It's a big hit from Erasure from 1988. It is Chains of Love. So let me go ahead and get that started here. Alright, so I'm going to have... I think I'm going to have like a bully, or a couple of bullies here. Oh, Rose Rebel, that is an awesome request. Let me add that to the list. Pour some sugar on me. Alright, awesome. I will get to that after this. Alright, yeah, so I got a bully here with no neck. That's an interesting feature, or lack thereof. And he's being strangled by not only the powerful sounds of Andy Bell's vocals, but also by the chains of love. It's Tough Love. Pardon me while I have a brain fart for just a second here. Just figuring this out. It's got a ripped shirt. It's got a mohawk. Got nothing against people with mohawks. This particular bully just has one. Oh, Glenn McBride, I don't know if you saw your drawing yet. Here's what I came up with. It's a blue cloud and a purple cloud, or it's a blue cloud and a red cloud falling in love and creating the magic of purple rain. And I drew a Prince symbol here where their paths meet. So yeah, there you go, purple rain. Alright, back to Chains of Love. Glenn, I'm glad you like it. That was a tough one. It took me a few minutes to really figure out what I was going to do for that one. Right now I'm drawing a big bad bully being strangled and repressed or suppressed by the chains of love. I would have these songs that I'm drawing being played in the background, but I don't want to get taken down for copyright. Twitch seems to be usually okay with it, at least when I'm live. The replay will probably end up getting affected if I had copyrighted music playing, but I know YouTube is really stingy about that, so I could get shut down immediately over there. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with my normal soundtrack. Alright. Oh, hold on. Gotta make it all caps. Too wholesome. Oh my gosh, very quite contrary. Awesome to see you here. How are you doing tonight? Haven't talked to you in a long time. How have you been doing? Alright, I think I'm pretty much good here. Just go ahead and date and add my initials. And I wrote a 6 because I'm dumb. It's not June anymore, it's July. It's been July for 2 weeks, and I still wrote a 6. Time goes too quickly for my mind, sometimes. But alright, yeah, there we go. Chains of Love, let me bring up the full screen view. Yeah, so we got a bully who basically represents hate, and he's being taken down by the chains of love, and you can see the wholesomeness is just too much for him. Mary, no problem. I totally get it. I'm just glad you're here. Tonight I'm doing drawings based on song titles, so if you have a favorite song you want to drop the title of in the chat, I can turn it into a drawing. And not batting 1,000 on the transitions tonight, I'll admit, but you know, nobody's perfect. And I am still not batting 100 on the, oh boy. Okay, Mary, thank you. I actually just came up with this earlier today. I wanted to freshen things up a bit. I was feeling a little stagnant, and I thought this would be a, good way for me to kind of not have some more indirect requests. Instead of just being specifically told what to draw, I would just get a song title and then just turn it into something. And I'm going to try and think of something else now, unless someone else wants to throw a request in. Oh! I'm sorry, Rose. Rose Rebel on Twitch actually requested Pour Some Sugar on Me a few minutes ago. So I'll go ahead and do that one. There we go. Alright, so pour some sugar on me. Seems like there's a pretty obvious... Oh, Mary, that's a good one. Let me go ahead and add that to my list. There we go. I'll get to that one next. Alright, so pour some sugar on me. Seems like this should be a pretty easy one to do. I'm thinking, obviously just having a character just getting a huge shower of sugar funneled into their mouth. So I guess that would be more like pour some sugar into me, not so much on me. But, you know what? Close. I think it's close enough. So I'll go ahead and have a... have an owl. Yeah, I'm just going to have an owl being fed a huge ton of sugar. Alright, let me start tracing this over here. Admittedly, this is going to be a bit of a crapshoot. I do feel like there is probably something more insane I could do with this title, but this is just what's coming to mind. I have a tendency to get stuck thinking and just be stuck. I don't want to keep you guys waiting for me to do something, so I'm going to just go with what's on my mind. And so just doing an owl being force-fed a ton of sugar, or at least having a ton of sugar poured onto him. He's choosing to have his mouth open. He could keep his mouth shut and it'd be fine. But no, he knows what he wants, and he wants some sugar. And you can interpret that any way you want. All right. Yeah, you can see he's going kind of crazy from all the sugar. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and actually start drawing some sugar here. Just some little sugar particles. Yeah, Mary, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Alright, so yeah, go ahead and have the sugar practically falling right into his mouth. I see I just got a few new viewers in the last couple minutes. Hey there, welcome to the show. I'm doing drawings based on song titles tonight, so if you have a favorite song, you want to drop the title in the chat, go ahead and drop it in there, and I'll add it to my list and see if I can make a drawing out of it. I think I'm about done here. I'm trying to come up with a clever name for the sugar that ties into Def Leppard or something. I was also going to maybe, have the slogan like, "In the name of love," just to go with the song. You know what? I'll go ahead and call it "In the Name of Sugar." Alright, there we go. Alright, I think that'll do it. That was for Rose Rebel. On Twitch. Alright. Alright, so let me go ahead and bring up the larger view here and see if I can actually get the transition right this time, because I had a little trouble with that a few minutes ago. Alright, there we go. We got a Al that is getting a ton of sugar poured on top of him, and he's choosing to just submit to the sugar rush and get all the sugar he can into his tiny little mouth. And as you can see, it's making him kind of nuts. He's gonna be bouncing off the walls. And Rose Rebel, you are most welcome. Thank you for the awesome request. Alright, so next up for Mary Quite Contrary 1986 on Twitch. Let me go ahead and erase the current song title here and replace it with the next one. Alright, so we have a hit song by The Cure from 1987, that being Just Like Heaven. So let's see what I can make of this title. Hey, Mike Brinkerhoff, how are you doing tonight? Great to see you here. Oh, really? That's too bad. I was actually gonna... I was thinking of doing a plug for you when you showed up. Mike, hold on a second. Alright, just like heaven, just like heaven. I mean, I feel like, you know, I should just maybe draw heaven, just draw some angels and stuff. An angel's a big golden gate. That seems like the most appropriate thing. Hey, CindyB253 on Twitch. Awesome to see you here. Oh, that's friggin' hilarious. Yep, just like Kevin. Which Kevin? I don't know. Choose one. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna draw some gate. Gotta draw a big golden gate here. Not to be confused with the bridge. This is the I guess technically it's a pearly gate that's in the it's in heaven. I think I vaguely remember a scripture about the pearl gates. Cindy B253, Cindy B253, I am taking requests. Go ahead and drop one in when you're ready. Let me see here. Go ahead and start tracing over the gate here. Glenn, nom that lunch. I should have known. Cindy B253 requested Push It by Salt and Pepa. I will add that to my list. All right. So yeah, just taking a pretty straightforward route with this one. Because, I mean, what else could be just like heaven than heaven? I mean, I would argue that, you know, maybe like peanut butter and chocolate, you know, are just like heaven, but, you know, semantics. Alright, so yeah, I'm just drawing the big pearly gates. I'm not kidding, Mary, quite contrary. I'm the kind of guy that'll just eat peanut butter right out of the jar. I may have a slight addiction. Oh, Cindy, noted. I will add that. All right, so kind of try to do a fancy design here on the top of the gate. Guess it turned out all right. All right, but there we go. So let me go ahead and do the angel. Hey, DJ Mike Brady. So I'm gonna actually just take a second here to give a plug for DJ Mike Brady in the chat on Twitch. He is a big part of why I started this stream in the first place. He has a show that he's been doing for the last year called the Thursday Night Quarantine Party, although quarantine is now officially over, so we're still kind of trying to figure out the name for that. And he has a show. He does a show 8 p.m. Pacific on Thursday nights, and this week it's going to be a disco theme, and I drew up a title card for it, so let me go ahead and show that really quick. Yeah, it's the Thursday Night Disco Party. Got Saturday Night Fever vibes going here. Got the guy on the right doing the John Travolta. Yeah, it should be a good time. So by all means, click DJ Mike Brady and follow him in the chat. And tune in for the Thursday Night Disco Party tomorrow night on Twitch at 8 p.m. Pacific. And now back to the drawing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and have an angel here playing the harp. Alright. There you go. Oh! Then go ahead and add another one here. Let me see here. I feel like I should add a couple of extra Cure references in here, so what are other songs I can do? You know what? I'm going to have some Love Cats. Love Cats. Yeah, Love Cats. That have reunited in heaven. Let me go ahead and put their heads right up against each other. Going to be rubbing their heads together in love, in affection. Thank you, Mary. No worries, Mary. I just randomly managed to work it in. And then yours was a fine request. Alright, so, yeah, let me go ahead and just draw one more angel with a harp here, and I'll go ahead and call it good. And, ooh, I do not like the look of those eyes. Oh, Glenn McBride, you That is another awesome request or reference to Cure. And I'm supposed to have these angels playing the harp. I'm not doing the greatest job of actually putting their arms in the right position for them to play the harp. I'm just kind of drawing the harp there on top of them. So let me go ahead and fix that. Cindy B, that is an awesome idea. I think I should do a cat theme. Oh, Mike Brinkerhoff, you know what? Yeah, I will take that note and apply it. I think that'll actually be easier for me to draw anyway. All right, so instead of playing the harp, they're going to be playing the accordion now, these angels. And that is also a very good point, Mike Brinkerhoff. All right, let me... All right, yeah. So, yeah, we got accordions. Because, as Mike Brinkerhoff pointed out in the chat, it's not actually heaven, it's just like heaven. Let me go ahead and add some music notes. Mary, this is streaming live on Facebook. It's on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. 3 different platforms. And it seems to be running fine on all 3. All right, so let me go ahead and give like kind of a big glow coming from beyond the gates. Then I'll go ahead and add some big puffy clouds. All right, I think that'll go. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'm trying to keep these drawings fairly simple tonight. I got a little more elaborate on this one, but I think I'm going to call it good. So that was for Mary Quite Contrary 1986 on Twitch. And I'm going to have to squeeze her username in there. Marky Mark Wah, I did not do Xanadu. Thank you for that request. Add that to the list. All right, so yeah, for Mary on Twitch, here is my drawing based on Just Like Heaven. Just gonna date it and initial it here, and then I'll bring up the larger view. So yeah, there we go. We got a couple of love cats about to enter the gates of heaven, and you got some angels playing accordions because, as Mike Brinkerhoff pointed out on Facebook, this isn't actually heaven, it's just like heaven. But that glow does look really convincing, so even if it's not exactly heaven, I'm sure it'll still be worth the stay. All right. So for Cindy B253 on Twitch, I'm going to go ahead and do her request now. Let me change up the song title here. Push it real good by Salt and Pepa. Yeah, she did specifically request that I include a salt and pepper shaker or salt and pepper shakers in this drawing, and I can't see why not. All right, so let me see. Okay. I had a pretty funny visual here. So, a couple years ago, I went to a water park in Moses Lake, about a few, like 2 or 3 hours from where I live in Kennewick, Washington, Tri-Cities. And they had a high dive there, a big diving board just way up. They had a regular diving board, and then they had a really big one that I was a little nervous, but I managed to jump off of it a couple times, and it was actually kind of surreal. It was, you know, I was actually hanging in the air for a couple seconds, then going sploosh. I wasn't used to being in the air that long after my feet left the board, but it was honestly pretty cool. But speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and set this drawing on a high dive. And if you haven't made the connection yet, I will explain it in a minute. It might not be that obvious. But all right, here we go. So, going to have a pool here. Just kind of a, you know, cute little inflatable pool that doesn't quite look like it's supposed to. There we go. Let me go ahead and try to make this a little more like an inflatable pool. Okay, that's a little better. And of course, got a, you know, it's got some water in it. Oh, hey, DJ Scruffo. Awesome to see you here. Haven't seen you before in this chat. Thanks for coming. And yeah, you know what? It could actually, you know what? I think I'll take him up. I'll take you up on that. And Cindy B, that was the idea. I was, it's the high dive. I was thinking the pool's gonna look really small by comparison. But all right, now it's time for the main event. Gotta put the salt and Pepa in the drawing. And here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go ahead and have the Peppa Pig? No, Peppa. Go ahead and have him pushing Salt off the diving board because he was taking way too long and he was really anxious about going off the high dive, and Peppa was getting impatient. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and have Salt falling in towards the pool. Oh, sorry, Cindy B. So yeah, Peppa's being a little bit of a jerk, but then again, you know, rumor has it Salt was up there for like 20 minutes just pondering, should I go, should I not go? So he kind of had it coming. And Cindy B253, you are welcome. Thank you for the awesome request. Just kind of have Salt giving a terrified scream here. Alright, there we go. That was for Cindy B253 on Twitch. Go ahead and add my initials and the date. And let me go ahead and bring up the larger view. There we go. Pepa getting impatient, pushing Salt off the high dive. And into the pool below. There you go. Salt had it coming, I'm sorry. And thank you, DJ Mike Brady. And thank you, Mary. Alright, so what am I going to do now? I think that's all the requests Oh, no, that's not true. Marky Mark Wah did request Xanadu. Gotta get that one going. And let me try that again. There it is. Alright, so Xanadu. Seems like there's only one real way to do this drawing. Let me go ahead and do this here. Alright, so I'm going to have thank you, Mike Brady. I really appreciate that. Alright, so Xanadu. Let me see what I can do here. Gonna go ahead and draw the logo for Xanadu. And I'm let me see here. Gonna minimize this on the screen so I can look at the picture and the chat at the same time, so I'm not missing what's going by in the chat. Alright. So yeah, going ahead and drawing the Xanadu logo. Alright, there we go. Alright. And I think because Marky Mark Wah made the request, he deserves a star in this drawing, so let me go ahead and add Marky Mark Wah into the drawing. I'll even give him his trademark Hawaiian shirt and Seahawks cap. Might make the shirt a little bit longer here. Uh, Cindy B253 noted, Xanadu's a pretty wild place. I can see Mark hitting the bar up a few too many times. So let me go ahead and modify the positioning of the hat. Marky Mark Wad, those lyrics are the stuff of legend. All right, there we go. Made his mouth a little more crooked, along with his hat that's also crooked. All right, hopefully I'm not pushing the drawing too far off screen. So I can try and give like a maybe a potential audio sample of what's exactly happening in this scene right now. Let's see. Marky Mark Wad posted the lyrics for Xanadu in the chat. Let me see. A place where nobody has to go. And they don't want to know they all there's on the do. A dream to get to a million years. And then don't you want to... you know what? Glenn, foolish me, I did not drown with a microphone. How could I? Glenn, sure thing. A place where nobody dares to go, but nobody dares to know they call it on the door. A dream that came to the village years, and they died to rose with years, it came to Xanadu. And then he passes out, but I'm not going to do that. Because I got a clip-on microphone and I don't want to risk it coming off. But yeah, Xanadu's a wild place. Like the song implies. He's even gotten to the point where he only has one actual shoe on. On the other foot, he just has a sock. Actually, no, he's barefoot. He's barefoot. Mark is barefoot. Let me try that again. All right, so Mark is barefoot. And I'll go ahead and Miss Olivia Newton-John here in the background. And I'm kind of I'm sort of debating how I should draw her. I kind of want to have her looking sort of nervous and uneasy about the scene unfolding in front of her. I also don't want to hurt Marky Mark Wa's feelings, so Marky Mark Wa, how would you like to see Olivia, the great Olivia Newton-John portrayed here in this drawing? I think in the meantime, I'll go ahead and trace over the Xanadu logo. Marky Mark Wa, will do. Oh, and Mary Quite Contrary, thank you for the roller skate emotes. I will add those to Olivia. Normally, it would not be encouraged. It would be discouraged to jump while you're on roller skates or prance around and dance when you're on roller skates. But you know, Olivia gets a pass. Mary Quite Contrary, indeed, she is magic. In fact, I think she's even a muse, if I remember correctly from the movie. I haven't seen the movie in like 10 plus years. But yeah, I think she's a muse. And yes, she is indeed magic. Alright, so I'm just tracing over the Xanadu logo. And then I have one more big surprise for this drawing. Thank you, Mary. Alright, got the Xanadu logo done, so I'm going to go ahead and throw one more surprise in here. Xanadu, this song was the product of not only Olivia Newton-John, but a certain other music legend who I'm going to draw right now. Let me make sure I got the hair right. It's got a big old afro. It is Mr. Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra, or as we used to call it, or probably still call it in the... Yes, Jeff friggin' Lynne from the Electric Light friggin' Orchestra. Marky Mark Waz knows what he's doing. He's getting out the LFO emotes. Awesome job, Mark. Go ahead and add some 5 o'clock shadow to Jeff. Add some shimmer to his shades. Oh wow, Cindy V253 is going really over the top with the LFO modes. That's what I like to see. And let me tilt this back right how it should be. And it seems only fitting to have him wearing an ELFO t-shirt. So let me go ahead and draw that here. There we go. He's got his ELFO shirt. And he's getting down. And why the heck not? Gotta go ahead and put him on roller skates. So I'll change these to roller skates. All right, and there we go. Go ahead and add some magic sparkles here. Because Xanadu is a truly magical place. And I think that'll do it. So for, let me see if I can find a good place to write here. For Murky Merkwa on Twitch. Thank you, Mary. That is Xanadu. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view here. So yeah, you got Marky Merkwa hanging out with Jeff Lynne and Olivia Newton-John at Xanadu. And Mark, you know, Mark's quite the partier, and Xanadu is the place to party. So he's gone to the bar several times, and he's feeling a little tipsy. But it ain't going to stop him from singing to the crowd. Cindy, me too. I can't wait to see it colorized. Oh, Mike Brinkerhoff, that is an awesome request. Yes, we do have a couple Australian friends here. Welcome. All right, Down Under. Go ahead and move that aside. Okay, Mike Brinkerhoff, noted. Alright, down under. So there's a little more flexibility. With that last one, there wasn't a lot of creative freedom because Xanadu is just, it's Xanadu. Down Under is a pretty vague title. I mean, obviously it means the Australian outback, but it also can mean a lot of other things. So I'm going to see if I can do kind of a offbeat creative spin on the term Down Under. Like having a cat being down under a gumball machine. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or actually, why am I saying a cat? It should be a kangaroo. It's got to be a kangaroo. All right. So go ahead and have the Glenn McBride looks like he's formulating a response. Marky Mark, wow, are you looking up these lyrics as you're typing them, or are you just reciting those from memory? Because that's really impressive if it's the latter. Vegemite, yes. Can't forget the Vegemite. It's occurring to me that as I'm drawing this kangaroo lying down, this is awfully similar to the owl that I had sugar being poured on a few minutes ago. Actually, it was more than a few minutes ago. It was like probably like 20, 30 minutes ago. And since this is a gumball machine, I gotta have the kangaroo with his mouth really open wide. Oh, and I just realized while I'm drawing the pouch, there's got to be a little baby kangaroo inside as well. Yeah, Mary, quite contrary. I'm doing that again. Joey, thank you, Mark. Clearly, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to baby animal names. Scientific or, yeah, baby animal names. Obviously, the scientific name would probably be a lot harder to pronounce than Joey. But yeah, let me see here. So, you know what? I just got another idea of how I could incorporate Vegemite into this drawing. Oh, Glenn, that's awesome. All right. So we're going to have a couple of men at work here in the logo on the label. One of them's got a pneumatic drill. Pneumatic drill. Another one's got a wrench. All right. So I go ahead and add a fancy font here. That kind of derailed. Hold on. All right, here we go. Brace yourselves for Vegemite gumballs. Boy, how would you like to put a quarter into a gumball machine, have one pop out, pop it in your mouth, and suddenly you get a strong taste of Vegemite? I mean, I don't know. That seems like it would be awesome. I mean, who doesn't love Vegemite? I mean, I've never had it, so I can't really vouch myself, but... I mean, someone out there will like it. Mary does not appear to be one of those people. Alright, let me see if I can make this a little bit shorter so I can have a secret trapdoor down under the gumball machine that is a secret passageway to unload the gumballs without having to pay the fare. Glenn McBride, yeah, I can see that comparison. Mary, what do you mean? That sounds delicious. Oh my gosh, Glenn McBride, you gotta send me that. Or send me a copy of that. Alright, so we got the Joey and his mom having some gumballs that are flavored like Vegemite. And, conveniently there's a tiny little gumball in there that the Joey can get his mouth around. Alright, I think that'll about do it. Let me flip through the chat here. How to cook Vegemite or how to cook with Vegemite? Yes. Alright, I think that'll pretty much do it for this drawing. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish this up. This was for Mike on Facebook. Dedicated to our Australian friends. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger size view. So yeah, you got a kangaroo and her son lying down under a gumball machine that's filled entirely with Men at Work brand Vegemite gumballs. Which, I mean, don't judge until you try it. Alright, thank you, Dad, thank you, Mike, for the awesome request. And now I'm going to, Mary, I don't know. It does vary. Let me see how many drawings I have so far tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 drawings so far tonight. That's wild. Yeah, I did have. I think I had 8 last week. That was pretty good, but I think I haven't had 10 for a while. But I'm having a blast doing this tonight. This is probably the most fun I've had doing this stream in quite a while. All right, got another clean sheet of paper here. Rose Rebel, thank you. I try to be fast. If I was to, try to add a lot more detail, it'd be a lot slower. Incredible Citizens on YouTube. Hi there. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight I'm actually doing requests based on song titles. I don't know if Bowserette is a song title, but that's my theme tonight. I'm doing song titles and turning them into drawings. So if you have a favorite song, drop its title in the chat, and I'll get a drawing started for you. To everyone else watching, if you have a favorite song, go ahead and drop its title in the chat. It's been a crazy night of requests so far, and I'm loving it. All right. Maybe I should make my own request here. All right, I just got 3 requests. Well, actually, no, scratch that. 2 requests. Ghostbusters. I will totally do that. And DJ Mike Brady said Copacabana. That's a great one. I'll totally. I think I can already picture how I'm going to draw that one. All right, Copacabana. But first, let's do Ghostbusters. Gotta make sure I spelled that right and put it on the screen. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and draw big hulking figure, or start drawing a big hulking figure in the background, but I'm not going to finish him yet. But you can, if you're a big fan of the movie, you probably can assume what I'm going to draw here. I'll go ahead and draw the Busters themselves. All right, let me see here. I gotta draw the Ghostbusters logo, of course, on the uniform. Though it's a little tight. I'll go ahead and start by with Venkman. Yeah, Mary, you know what? I'll probably draw a larger version of the Ghostbusters logo and put it up in the corner later, so I can give a more clear picture of it, because this is like, I drew it really tiny here on the uniform. All right. Hey, Rachel on YouTube. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight I'm doing drawings based on song titles, so if you have a favorite song that you'd like to see turned into a drawing, just drop its title in the chat. Glenn McBride, thanks for the warning, although you can drop off any time you need to. Don't feel shy about leaving. I totally get it. Oh, Glenn has another awesome idea. I will totally incorporate that. And thank you, Mary, for the visual reference. All right. Mary, I thought it was the best way to go about it. Thank you. All right. I'm rather embarrassed to say I can't remember Harold Ramis's character's name. It's I know there's Venkman, Stance. Gosh, I can't even remember Ernie Hudson's character's name too. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, I guess. Could someone in the chat fill me in on Harold Ramis's character? Yep, I saw the spam. Let me go ahead and take care of that really quick. Oh, I don't want to reply. I want to get rid of it. You know what? I'll just ignore it. Just let it scroll on by. Alright, gonna draw the Ghostbusters logo once again. Alright. Mike Brady, great to see you again. Right now I'm drawing the Ghostbusters team. Alright. Okay, so let me draw a stance here. Thank you, Glenn McBride. I will do that. Can I do that during the stream, or do I have to wait until I'm done streaming? Rachel, it's been quite a few years for me too. It's got to be at least 5 years, maybe more than that. I don't remember the last time I watched the original Ghostbusters, or I don't remember the last time I watched Ghostbusters. All right, go ahead and draw Ernie Hudson's character. All right. Did Ernie Hudson's character have a beard? I need to look and make sure I'm representing him right. No, he did not have a beard. Actually, no, he had a mustache in the original. So I'll go ahead and add that in here. I knew something didn't look quite right about him. There we go. That's looking more like him. And it's Winston. Winston is his character's name. Harold Ramis's character, his name is still on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it is for some reason. Again, maybe because I haven't watched the movie in 10 years. I can still quote a whole lot of it, but yeah, I currently can't remember. Egon! Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Mike Brady. Alright, got the 4 Ghostbusters all in their ready to fight pose. And of course, who better to have in the background about to give them the fight of their lives than Mr. Stay Puft himself. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta add the Stay Puft. Ooh, oops. Gotta add the Stay Puft lettering there. Alright, there we go. I think that'll do it. Glenn McBride, have a great night. Thank you for being here and making awesome requests. Alright, so I was going to fit the larger size Ghostbusters logo in here. Gotta find a space where I was going to put it in the corner or something, or out in front and center. I'll put it front and center. I'll go ahead and make some room for it here up front. And make sure the paper is on, not being blocked by the lettering. All right. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up a reference pic for the Ghostbusters logo, which it seems like I shouldn't have to do, but yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mark Waugh. Yeah, I was kind of set against using reference pics earlier on when I was doing the stream, but I kind of decided my drawings end up looking a lot better when I actually have a reference pic that I'm using. In fact, I maybe could have used one on Mr. Stay Puft right here. That's right here. Sorry, had the paper moved too far up again. Mary, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I actually did a Ghostbusters themed birthday card last year for my mom. So I have drawn the Ghostbusters logo at least one other time before this. But still good to have a refresher, so reference pick. Oh, Mary, thank you so much. Hopefully someday soon. Oh my gosh, Mike Brady, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Alright, just about done with the logo. Oh, Mark, you're being too modest. That singing you did at Sync Live a couple weeks ago, I couldn't have done that. Alright. There we go. Got the Ghostbusters Ghost. And I think that'll do it. So I think that was Mary who requested that. I can go ahead and get her name on here. So 1421, do my initials. Mary, I'm glad you love it. And I need to be better at transitions. Okay, here we go. There we go. Got the 4 Ghostbusters. Winston, Venkman, Egon, and Stantz. Now I remember all their names. Got Mr. Stay Puft here, about to descend upon them and all his ooey gooey sugary badness. Got the Ghostbusters logo up here in front. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Mike Brady. I look forward to coloring this in, too. All right, back over to the multi-view. So I got one more request lined up for the night, and I think I'll probably make this the last drawing I do tonight. It's been an amazing night of requests. I think I'm honestly going to probably... I think I might just start doing themes every week, because this is honestly way more fun than I've been having during the stream for the last several weeks. It's been awesome. Alright, so for Mike Brady, or was it Mike Brinkerhoff? I'll go ahead and just recredit it to Mike Brady, since he's on Twitch now as Mike Brady. Mary, my hand's actually doing fine. Mark, I will take that advice. Alright, so Copacabana for Mike Brady. Mike Brady, yeah, once a month is probably good. And Rachel, is there like a song by the Blues Brothers? And I'm actually sorry, I was about to call it after this drawing, but if you have a Blues Brothers song that you want me to make a drawing out of, go ahead and drop the title in the chat. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a certain Barry Manilow disco tune that is very deceptively cheerful. If you just listen to the song, listen to the instrumental, it's this really upbeat, peppy disco tune. You actually pay attention to the lyrics, it's pretty tragic, honestly. Oh, movie posters, that's a good one. Cindy requested something earlier, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Cats. Cindy suggested a cat theme. That'd be good. All right, so we got 3 main players in this drawing. Marky Mark's already on it with the lyrics. Smelly Cat from Friends. I'm not familiar with that one, but I've never really watched Friends, so that's probably why I'm not familiar with it. Alright, so we got Lola the showgirl, we have Tony the bartender, and we have Rico the man with the diamond. Rachel, okay, I'll add that to the list, and that'll be my last drawing for tonight. Let me change up Lola's look here. Hold on. Just figuring this out here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw Rico with his other hand behind him so I can show off his diamond. All right, so we got Lola here screaming. We got Rico here. Now we have Tony. All right. Sorry, I'm not being super talkative at the moment. Just still planning this all out in my head. Just using my own hand for reference as to whether the finger should be facing me or not facing me. All right. All right, so I got Lola's face and Tony or Rico all drawn out. Now I'm just gonna draw Tony, the truly tragic, unfortunate victim of this story. All right. Go ahead and give him a bow tie. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot to give Lola her one of her big trademark features. Those being, of course, the feathers in her hair. Definitely need to feature those. All right. All right, there we go. Oh, my neck's starting to get cramped. Yeah, I should probably wrap this up pretty soon. All right, there we go. There we go. We got Rico firing the fatal gunshot. Lola screaming in horror, and Tony, God bless his soul. And of course, I can't stop there. Gotta have one more player in here. Hold on a second. Alright, just a second. Gonna pull up a reference for what I'm about to draw. You know, I just realized, I had music going when I started the stream. I no longer have music going. It just, my playlist stopped and I completely forgot to restart it. Let me fix that. There we go. No wonder it seems so quiet. Yeah, Mary, I got so into what I was doing, I completely neglected to notice as well. Alright, so the final player in this drawing is I mean, who else? Mr. Manilow, the storyteller himself, relaying this tragic tale for everyone to hear. Alright. Go ahead and have his open white shirt, open white jacket. There we go. Rachel, I've been drawing since I was 6 or 7, maybe a little longer than that. I haven't. I'm more or less self-taught. I started drawing when I was really little, and I've just kind of kept at it and gradually improved as time has gone on. Alright, there we go. There's Mr. Manilow. Also, he's got to be shaking his leg to the beat, to the groove. Alright. I think I'm going to call that good. So for DJ Mike Brady on Twitch, that is the drawing for Copacabana. Rico with his diamond, Tony the bartender, and Lola the tragic showgirl who eventually went mad. And Barry is here too. Alright, here's a larger, better view of it. Yes, Mary, I've been having a blast doing this. This has been awesome. I'm glad you've been enjoying it too. Alright, Rachel Blanche on YouTube just had added one more request. Though, I know it's starting to get late. I usually call it quits around this time, but I was going to go just a little longer to get Rachel's request in, but I could also do a quick recap of all the songs that I've done drawings for everyone who's still here, who wasn't here from the beginning. Thank you, DJ Mike Brady. Alright, so let me go ahead and do a recap. Alright, so I started off with a request for myself, The Sun Always Shines on TV, in which a creepily happy son is beating down on a TV who is clearly desperately needing to cool down. And he mentions, would you leave me alone for just once? But no, he can't, because the sun does always shine on TV. And that brings us to our next one. This was Beady Beady Bomb Bomb by Selena. Oh man, I'm gonna probably bungle the name really badly. For the sake of not bungling her name, I'm gonna go ahead and look this up. Alright, let me see here. I guess her name is just, I guess she just goes by Selena. So Beady Beady Bomb Bomb by Selena. So I drew a couple of little creatures called beaties. Kind of spider-like creatures with goat horns. And they're running away because they're getting a couple bombs thrown at them. Beady Beady Bomb Bomb. Alright, next up. Art Vandalay requested I draw... Oh, this was a request for Pingu Nerd 24584 on Twitch. And for Art Vandalay 1979, also on Twitch, his daughter requested Dance Monkey, so I drew a dancing monkey, and in reference to the hilarious music video for the song, he's dressed up as an old man and playing golf. Alright, next up on the list here... DJ Glenn McBride requested Purple Rain, which honestly had me stumped for a little while, but I eventually figured it out. Got a blue cloud and a red cloud, boy cloud, girl cloud. They find a connection with each other, and the blue and red clouds come together and produce a shower of purple rain. And I included Prince's symbol here where their connection was made. This was another request for myself. This was Chains of Love by Erasure. So I had a Hate represented as a spiked mohawk bully being suppressed by the Chains of Love. Thank you, Mike Brady. I was really happy with how the Purple Rain turned out, too. And Hate just can't handle the wholesomeness of the Chains of Love. Alright, let me see what's next here. Yes. Rose Rebel 99 on Twitch requested Pour Some Sugar on Me. So we got an Al here that's getting a bit of a sugar high. He had two choices here. He has this bag of sugar pouring on top of him. He could just keep his mouth shut, but he's choosing to have it open and just consume all the sugar, and it's driving him crazy. And of course, I had to give the sugar a brand name in the name of sugar. Alright, and for Mary Quite Contrary 1986 on Twitch, here is Just Like Heaven by The Cure. It's just like heaven, it's not actually heaven, so instead of playing harps like traditional angels, they're playing accordions. And as a reference to another Cure song, I got a couple love cats here who have arrived in heaven together and are about to enter the pearly gates. So that was a good one. And honestly, this might be one of my favorites from tonight. For Cindy B253, here is Push It by Salt and Pepa. So the story here is that Pepa was waiting to go on the high dive, but Salt was just standing there, taking way too long to make up his mind of whether he wanted to go or not. And so Pepa just kind of ran out of patience and just pushed Salt off the high dive, and he's going to fall all the way down to the pool below. I mean, I would say that Pepa's being pretty mean here, but at the same time, you know, after a while, you just gotta go. So, saw it, you had it coming. All right, and next up for Marky Mark Wah on Twitch, here is Xanadu. I have him along with Jeff Lynn of ELO, that being Jeff Friggin Lynn of ELFO, the Electric Light Friggin Orchestra, and Olivia Newton-John. Both of them on roller skates. Mark got a little crazy with the bar. He went back for another drink a couple too many times, and he's a little tipsy, but it ain't gonna stop him from singing karaoke. He lost his shoes somewhere. I'm not sure what happened to it. His hat is all crooked. His mouth is looking kind of wavy. And I got some magic sparkles here to represent the magic of Xanadu, and here's the logo for Xanadu. So yeah, that was another great one. Thank you, Mark. All right, what was next? Yes, for Mike on Facebook, who is also GG Mike Brady on Twitch, is Down Under. So what I did here was a Mama Kangaroo and her Joey lying down under a gumball machine that happens to be full of nothing but Men at Work brand Vegemite gumballs. And I'll just leave it up to you whether that's something you'd want to try or not. Alright, and another one for Mary Quite Contrary 1986 on Twitch. It's Ghostbusters. So I just drew the whole team, Winston, Vankman, Egon, and Stance, and Mr. Stay Puft, of course, looming in the background. And I got the Ghostbusters logo up front. I used a reference pic for this. I did not use a reference pic for Mr. Stay Puft. It is what it is. Probably should have done that, but, you know, let's move on. And then the most recent drawing, Copacabana, the tragic tale of Lola, two lovers that were meant for each other until one bad man with a diamond came in and ruined it all for them. And Mr. Barry Manilow is here to sing about it. You got Tony frightened, Rico firing his gun, Lola screaming in horror. It's a heavy one. And that is it for the drawings I've done so far tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do this last request for Rachel on YouTube, and then I'm going to go ahead and raid. So let me go ahead and... Alright, so this is the Blues Brother, the last song for the night request. My mouth words are not coming quite as smoothly as they were a couple hours ago. Alright. So yes, for Rachel on YouTube, here is Everybody Needs Somebody to Love. So I'm going to go ahead and make this fairly simple. Hold on. Alright. I think I'm just going to draw some, a whole bunch of stick people couples. in love with each other. You know what? Actually, why not just why not why just have the humans in love? Let's go ahead and have some turtles in love with each other. All right, so I got some turtles here. I'll have the love. I'm gonna bring back the love cats from earlier. Thank you, Mary. I love them too. Rachel, no, don't worry about it. I wanted to make sure I got your request in. I usually go to bed pretty late anyway, so you're not wasting my time at all. Do not feel bad in the slightest. All right, so yeah, I think I'm thinking this is kind of turning into a, I'm gonna turn this into sort of a culmination drawing of all the drawings I did tonight. So on that note, let me go ahead and draw Lola and Tony from the Copacabana drawing back together again. Oh. I'll even give Lola her feathers. Alright, let me see what other... let me go ahead and draw the kangaroo and her Joey. Alright, there we go. Kangaroo and her Joey there. Go ahead and draw the blue and red clouds. Once again, creating that magical purple rain. Alright. Probably one more, at least one more couple I can add in here. I'll go ahead and have the BDs that I drew near the beginning of the show to round off the couples. This isn't just romantic couples either. This is, you know, friends, mother and daughter, mother and child. Love is a universal thing. Hi, Supriya on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm just about to wrap it up. Otherwise, I would totally do your request. Oh, yes, Rose, thank you. It took me a second to figure out what you were talking about. And Rachel, I'm glad you love it. Thank you for making a request. Yes, DJ Mike Brady, love is. All right. And at Rose Rebel's request, I'm going to go ahead and have sugar raining down from the sky. All right, I think that's going to do it. All right, so for Rachel on YouTube, here is Everybody Needs Somebody to Love by the Blues Brothers. Gonna date it and initial it, and then bring up the large view. Yeah, Rose, that's a good idea. Mark, I agree. I think this is a perfect way to end the show. There we go. Everybody needs somebody to love. Whether you're a kangaroo, a beady, a cloud, a cat, a turtle, a showgirl, a bartender, or just a stick person. And that is going to wrap it up on this week of Draw Something. Let me go ahead and get rid of this here. Thank you so much to everyone who participated tonight, who came in, was in the chat, made a request, commented. This has been this is easily the best stream that I feel like this is the best stream I've done in the 19 weeks I've been doing this streaming. So thank you all so much. I am very much looking forward to scanning these in and coloring them and posting them on social media. If you like what you saw here tonight and you're not already following, hit that follow button. I'd love to thank you guys so much. And Rachel, I'm so glad you liked your request. I'm gonna go ahead at Mark's suggestion. I'm gonna go ahead and raid official DJ John Robinson and send you all over there to Sanctuary for some awesome tunes. At least I think he's doing Sanctuary. Yep, Sanctuary Hump Day pop-up. That sounds like a heck of a good time. Let's go ahead and head you guys over there. Send you guys over there. My mouth is no longer connecting with my brain. But yeah, thank you guys once again. And go enjoy Sanctuary with John Robinson. And I will see you all. Oh, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, this is just going to end here. If you're on Facebook, it's just going to end here. But if you're on Twitch, you're heading over to Sanctuary. Marky Mark, that sounds delicious. I'll have some once I get done streaming. Alright, I'm going to just stop babbling and send you guys over. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.